Okay. My camera doesn't seem to be working right now. But, I'm going to do this quick hangout thing to illustrate a point to video that I just made about a thin line in comedy from funny offensive to mean offensive. And Bill Maher is notoriously known for using racial slurs and almost anything politically incorrect to prove that political correctness limits people's verbal communication, which I don't disagree with him on political correctness using speak very serious topic here. Back earlier this year or last year, I forget when, but Paula Deen got in trouble for using the N-word, and Bill Maher is being a little hypocritical in his case, and look what he says.
What do you think of, as a Southern woman, I detect your accent, what do you think of Paula Deen? Now, you know, she got she's a hot mess, y'all. And
she is a hot mess.
She got into big trouble, if you didn't hear about this, because this may have been a shakedown.
From a lawsuit.
People may have been trying to shake her down. That happens all the time. So I'm not so sure about what the original charge is. But she did admit to using the N-word.
Although she said
so the Food Network cut her off. The Food Network.
And I'm dying to know what the hell that is.
What's that?
She said, but sometimes I use it in a not a negative way. Right. And I'm like, okay, now see, there's where she lost me. But
black people can say that to each other.
I haven't encountered that.
No, I was going to ask, have you ever just gone, God, I'm so glad you said that.
What's up, N-word? This doesn't happen. No, it doesn't.
Like, I just can't. We all kind of. I thought everybody had sort of figured out that we're not supposed to go there anymore. Even if you have these, even if you are just the worst person on the planet, most of the time, I mean, unless you're one of these guys like your congressman that we love so much, with the fetal masturbation, just don't say this. Do not say this, especially if you're on TV. Even if you're like just evil incarnate, don't let people know it. Anyway, or you're going to lose your TV show or whatever.
Right. Well, I don't think she did say it publicly. I think she,
it came out.
It came out that, she had to admit that she said it years ago. Anyway, there's no excuse for it. But I'm just wondering, if you're 66 years old and you were raised in Georgia and you were a child before the Civil Rights Movement, do you get a bit of a pass?
No.
Or do you say no? You've had 40 years to get used to the. I agree.
Hold on right there, Bill Maher. The reason why I have to stop it right there is because Bill Maher is being a little hypocritical. And the reason why I say that is because when he had his show Politically Incorrect, when it was on ABC, this had to be sometime after 9/11, after he got in trouble for saying that the terrorists on the planes were not pussies, which I agree with, to the point where if it was America doing a terrorist attack on itself, as Bill Maher put it, we would get near the buildings and then turn around because we would pussy out. But he says the people from part of Islam Nation where they came from, I forget exactly, that they were not pussies. They stayed on the plane, and they were on the plane when the plane hit the building. I have to agree with Bill Maher that they were not pussies on there, on that area. So we got in trouble for that, and he lost his show, unfortunately. But he was on there for 11 years. So, but one particular show, he had Marilyn Manson on, David Spade on, Sarah Silverman, and some Chinese guy, I forget his name. So, anyway, he brought up the fact that Sarah Silverman inappropriately used the word chink in a joke, which I agree was unnecessary. But Bill Maher said, why can't a white person say the word, and I'm quoting Bill Maher, why can't a white person say the word nigger? And, of course, there was a black guest on saying that it's offensive towards black people. And he says, but why should white people be restrained from using it? Because it's in our music. It's in the raps white people listen to. And so I'm not sure if Bill Maher changed his mentality over time, or is it just the fact that Bill Maher is pandering to his liberal fans who he says that are his fans? But this kind of brings me to question, Bill Maher, are you really uncomfortable with people using the N-word, or are you comfortable using it, or are you just pandering to us liberals because you know we're your audience?